So today I want to talk about evaluation of some modules that I've created for one of my courses. And we've talked about evaluating courses and innovations in a number of different ways. And one of the best ways that you can do is when you have a group that gets the innovation and a group that doesn't, and you can compare outcomes, a whole range of outcomes, including engagement, knowledge gains, user experiences. But sometimes you don't have the opportunity to have two cohorts running simultaneously and even do a crossover with that. So often we have to do before and after evaluations. So that's what I did with this innovation that I introduced, which was a series of modules called the Classy modules. And how I did it was that I set up a focus group, and during that focus group we actually got the students in and we got them to work through all this learning for a couple of hours. So rather than having a before and after that went over a couple of weeks, because you can imagine that when you do that evaluation there are a whole lot of other factors that can affect student learning and student outcomes. So we tried to keep it in a very controlled environment. We had an entry quiz and we had an exit quiz. So we were able to get very well-defined changes in knowledge gains from the before and the after quizzes. We also did an evaluation of their engagement, their experience, and also the self-perceived knowledge gains that the students got out of this. So we were able, in that very well-controlled setting, to have a very good before and after evaluation that didn't get affected by the other things such as student maturation and other courses that they may have been doing at the same time. Simultaneous to that, we also got a smaller number of students to do a verbal focus group. So we got them to speak with a facilitator who had some prompt questions that essentially asked them about the user engagement and the experience. We were using a very new technology, so this was a fairly important aspect of our evaluation. We were using a virtual reality filming situation, so we wanted to know what aspects of that were great, what aspects of it weren't so great. And we got a huge amount of information from the students because we had them in this very set environment. So that is it's a form of qualitative research, if you like, but we used it as an evaluation of this innovation. So I just want to talk to you today about that because as academics you can often set up these kinds of mornings, evenings, just a couple of hours to do a before and after. It doesn't have to be at the beginning and the end of a term. And so that's just another form of evaluation that we use in assessing our programs.